time has arrived. The college football playoff set to get underway as 12 teams begin that long battle on the road to the national championship. Welcome to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the one and only Autzen Stadium. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphreys. Well, he's got a crease here. Look out. Heads out of bounds at the 35 after a nice return. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Tight end makes the grab. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain in that short throw.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
It's second down after that completion. Here comes a handoff. What a move, breaking ankles and still going. Now here he goes. At the 10. Touchdown, Ducks, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Caught over the middle. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Oh, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a receiver. Throws to the tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up in the 31.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he cost his team in a big way.
He's going to take off here. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. Touchdown, Oregon. He couldn't stop him there. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. USF offense is back out there now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Ducks. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with 3rd down and long.
Grab made by the tight end, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Defense is coming after him. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Quarterback drops back. Pulls it in. It's Hodges. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. Nice grab. It's Harper. And the Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Hill. He's finding some room at the 45. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot right down the middle. He's got it in the open. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. And the Ducks will have 1st and 10 here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. The Ducks trying to cash in here in the red zone. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Oh, this guy has a knack for the end zone, doesn't he? That's 2 touchdowns for this guy today, and I don't know if he's done yet.
Tech on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. Last drive stalled, forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Looking right, this one caught. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, USF. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
But it was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Humphreys. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Harper. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Getting set. Here's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. The Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. First down. Looking to throw the football. Grab down the middle. It's Gaines. Finding some room at the 25. What a stiff arm. Finally goes out of bounds, but a big play by this offense on the final play of the first quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Looking for the end zone, but not complete.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
No gain makes it second down and goal from the 5. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
He makes the grab. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Single back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure is coming. That's caught. It's Barber. That moves the football to the 27 and a first down.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Bulls.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
BAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphreys. Goes out of bounds at the 32. It's a decent return. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs. They did it right there.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. The defense drops him for a loss. They went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Pass caught. Can he get in? All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Oregon.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The USF offense is back out there now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw complete to the tight end. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
A play action, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. It's a short completion to the big tight end. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
It leads to second down.
Holloman the incompletion. Second and 10 from the 39. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on second and 10. Caught quickly. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. The Bulls line up on first and 10 now.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll hand it off. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The Bulls are going to cash in this red zone trip. They'll try the ground game here. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Pass not complete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough third and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes a quick catch. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's fourth down. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. The Bulls will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Running out of time in the pocket. And he throws his third interception of the day. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Defense stuffs him right there. No gain. Fourth down coming up.
On the play.
Wow, the defense.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Tailback with another carry. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Off play action. He's looking to throw. Fires it to the wide out. And it's incomplete and a very quick throw.
It's now third down.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And looking for a big play here. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at their 40. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Off target and incomplete. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Out of the gun now on third down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
It moves to second down.
The incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 38.
Get set, get set.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looks to the left. Pass caught. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Deflected, and defense forcing the incompletion, brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it, enough for a first down. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
What a job by this quarterback here on 4th down. Had to survey the defense, eventually just goes to the check down for the running back, moves the chains, and keeps this drive going.
It's a beautiful throw, hits him in stride. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime.
Timeout, South Florida.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. The receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, South Florida. This air attack is still unstoppable.
Boy, this is a huge score. Not only to cut into the lead, Chris, but just psychologically to be able to score like this. You go in at halftime, you make some adjustments, you get ready to make a big comeback now in the second half.
And he knocks through the PAT. And that will do it for the first half here. And Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter, cut in to this huge lead. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. At the 30 now. The 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, USF. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it so many different ways. We've seen speed. We've seen his physicality. He's breaking tackles. Boy, just an absolute dream scenario, as you said.
Set to kick off.
Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
One big play, and the offense has flipped the field. They're across the 50, set up with a first down. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing with between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. They look to throw it here on second down. This time it's complete. They make the tackle, but the offense has a first down now at the 21.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Ducks looking to cash in the red zone. Second down, looking to throw it. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards. How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And the ball is hauled in. Jinks to get free. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down. We are already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? Look out, room to run here. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! They make the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35. The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And he finds his tight end for the catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Second down play coming up. Handoff to the back. Tackle, but forced down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
The Bulls come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. Guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give them credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Important second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a third and long from the 20-yard line. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Receiver makes the catch. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's fourth down. The Bulls will come to the line on fourth down, hoping to keep this drive going. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Bulls.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Humphreys. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. That gain moves the ball out near the 25. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. On the move, looking deep down the right side. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff. Working with the lead, it comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
The Ducks pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. And sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently of protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Oregon! Because this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
It's a short completion of the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Ball handed off. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So buckle up. This should be a very entertaining final quarter. Who is going to step up and make the decisive plays? So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. No, he didn't get there. Tackled short of the marker. That is a crushing play as he try to cut in to this lead. powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise.
What a gain here. Almost picked up a first down on a first down play. Good job here late in the game, playing hard, dominating football by the offense.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. And it's a direct snap. Defense is coming after him. He's got a receiver wide open here. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Ducks. That's a highlight play for that quarterback. Stands in the pocket, delivers a strike even though he knows he's going to get pounded.
Yeah, for young quarterbacks, when coaches talk about pocket presence, this is exactly what they're talking about. He stood in there and made that throw, not worrying at all about taking the hit.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. On the move now. Breaks free. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first.
And he's got it down there inside the 35. Tackle made after a big gain. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Now it's 2nd down here. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, I get that passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
And 3rd and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And at 1st down, they go right back to him. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Moves out of the pocket. It's a deep shot to the right. It's caught at the 25, and he's still going. The sophomore making an excellent catch there.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. And the single back takes the handoff. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, I love to see a defense that's prepared for anything. The offense here tries that jet sweep and quickly found out that going side to side is tricky against this defense and this speed they have.
221 wing.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The USF offense is back out there now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. He's got the first and still going. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And that run is good for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense.
42 Spider.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. The tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Looking to pass here. And it's incomplete. The defense not fooled that time. And now it's 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And he's tackled just short of that 1st down marker. Good job by the defense. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. The ball is loose. Looks like the defense has it. Takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. The Bulls will line up here on 1st down and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida.
That's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
66, South Florida, 42.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Humphreys. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, and that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Chewing clock with the running game. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss, 2nd down and 11. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking downfield, it's Warner. Caught by the receiver. Gets some space around the 30. They get him down, but that first down should be enough to secure the win. They survive and advance to the next round of the playoff. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? The back's got it. But just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. 1st down, looking for more now. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line.